Welcome back, and today we're talking about Yashahime Princess Half Demon episode 12. So like always, let's just jump into it. Episode 12 of Yashahime Princess Half Demon starts off with Moroha in the search for a demon. Now, initially, I thought this episode was going to be kind of fillery, that it wasn't going to be that important, but I was kind of wrong after everything that happened in this episode. Now, before we jump into what happened in this episode, let me remind you to like and subscribe. It definitely helps the channel out. But let's jump into this episode because this episode actually reminded me of Inuyasha, right? We see that in the beginning, whenever Moroha, Towa, Setsuna, they're looking for that Nikosen demon, right? We see that Towa is kind of struggling, right? She's kind of struggling to sense the demon energy. She's struggling to go up the mountain. And we see that Setsuna is kind of, she's kind of noticing that Towa is not all there. Like, she's not as strong as she should be. Well, later on in the episode, whenever they're fighting that Nikosen demon, I honestly thought they weren't going to have to struggle with it, right? But you never know with these kind of things. But as it turns out, it was a new moon. And whenever half demons gets to the new moon, well, they turn back into a human. I do remember this happening to Inuyasha. And I like the little flashback that they threw in there, right? Where we got to see Inuyasha with the black hair. And, that kind of signified that he went back into his human form because of the new moon. So that was awesome, right? I think what they're doing in this type of episodes is kind of reminding us how this world and the rules of this world, how they work. So that was kind of like a good throwback. I enjoy that because I did remember that whenever they showed Inuyasha with black hair. I'm like, oh, okay. But then instantly, my mind started racing like, well, how come Setsuna is not having the same problem, right? They're supposed to be twin sisters. So my mind was just going all of these different places, right? Because let's be real, right? If Setsuna is not being turned back into a human because she's a half demon, like Towa, because they're supposed to be twins, that led me to believe that maybe Setsuna is not either Sesshomaru's daughter, or it could be another daughter, like a quarter demon as well, just like Moroha. Maybe that's the case, but I don't think that's the case because it's impossible, right? Sesshomaru is 100% a demon. So if he was with another human, then Setsuna will be a half demon. Same with Towa. So something was going on right there, and then it's later explained that it was because of the dreams butterfly that took Setsuna's dreams away. And maybe that's the case. That's just a theory right now, right? Moroha said that could be a theory. We don't know exactly. For all we know, Setsuna is not really Sesshomaru's daughter. And it could be, it could be Inuyasha and Kagome's daughter, like another daughter, right? We just don't know, right? We can't 100% confirm this. So I am interested to know more about that, right? Was it actually the butterfly that caused Setsuna to not go back into a human form on the new moon? Or is it something else? A little mystery, and I like it. Now, overall, right, the whole fight with the Nikosen demon, it wasn't that bad, but it wasn't that interesting either, right? Like the Nikosen demon, I honestly did not like the design. The fight, to me, was like kind of underwhelming. We were dealing with Setsuna really searching for Towa because they fell down that mountain and they were trapped in the cave. Now, luckily, of course, Miyoga was able to do those seals so they can, hide from the Nikosen demon because the poison, of course, since Towa is a human for now, she's really being affected by the poison, so she can't really fight right now, right? So just seeing Setsuna and Towa kind of worry about each other, again, is bringing us back to episode 1 and how close they were, right? All this time that they're spending together, they are getting closer, so that's good. But yeah, overall, this episode was okay, right? I did like the fact that we went back into those flashbacks to understand how the new moon kind of affects the half demons. They get weak. Well, thank God that Setsuna did not get weaker, right? Because then they would have really died. Setsuna came in with the clutch to save both Moroha and Towa, so that was good. Now at the end, we do see Towa. She was the one that ended up killing the Nikosen demon. That's how powerful she is, right? So then again, I start asking the question: why is Towa so much powerful than Setsuna? Why is she a lot more powerful than Setsuna? Because she literally one-shotted the Nikosen demon, while Setsuna could not do that, right? She did do some damage, but it did not one-shot the whole demon to kill it 100%. It came back. So again, my theory is that maybe Setsuna is a a quarter demon. Maybe she's not Sesshomaru's daughter. Maybe Sesshomaru took Setsuna in when she was a baby, and raised Setsuna as his own daughter early on. So maybe that's why they believe they were twin sisters. But it just, to me, it just seems, it doesn't seem, something is not right. Something is not correct over here, because it doesn't make sense to me how Towa is just way more powerful than Setsuna if they're supposed to be twin sisters, when you know, Towa hasn't been training just as hard and as long as Setsuna, right? Setsuna grew up in the feudal era where there's demons. She's been hunting demons for years. She has a lot more experience. You would think that she would be more powerful just because she's been fighting for such a long time compared to Towa. But no, Towa is coming over here and one-shotting everything. So I do believe there's something going on there, and we just don't have the full story. Hopefully they start going deeper into those, because that's quite intriguing to me. I definitely want to learn more about their past and what's going on. Maybe when we find that dream butterfly, we'll learn the truth, right? So hopefully they start, you know, working towards that, because I really don't like episodes where they just hunt different demons that really don't add too much to the story. And I feel like this Nikosen demon didn't do too much. But hopefully they go back into the original story of hunting the 4 demon emperors, hunting the big dog demon that's supposed to be fighting Sesshomaru. Hopefully they start going back into that original story, because that's what I want to see from this anime. Now, overall, good episode. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. And like always, leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you on the next episode.